afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 midweek edition. Charlotte's in today. A little cooler. Open the windows up, get some fresh air.
It feels great out
really
there.
Does.
It's nice to have a little bit of a respite from
every once in a while
that heat that we were experiencing.
And that's in fact what's topping. That is what's topping our news today. The lack of rain and the heat, it means yellow lawns. But what does this abnormally dry spell mean for farmers?
The field of GOP presidential hopefuls grows in size. I'm Natalie Brand with the big announcements from the newest candidates.
And one of the greatest players in the history of soccer is moving stateside. Find out where Lionel Messi is going. Maybe next door to Charlotte.
Let's take a look outside. Oh, the splash pads are busy. Yeah, it's summertime.
Yeah.
But there is a chill in the air. And Greg's in the backyard patio. Kind of a chilly night coming up.
Yeah, definitely compared to what we've had with the dry conditions. The temperatures are really going to fall off tonight. But in the meantime, really, if you look at satellite, all the cloud cover that we had yesterday, the showers that push well to the west and then also up to the northeast. So we got some dry air that's coming down. So if we zoom in, not much clouds at all. All of it is to the west, clear skies, and not much of the smoke either. So that's the positive news. The smoke is still up to the west. I'll give you a little indication. We'll see maybe some of that more this weekend. Otherwise, temperatures middle 70s to around 80. Really what we should be a little cooler towards the lake, Michigan, where you're in the upper 60s, but overall pretty typical. Relative humidity, we talked about the dryness. We're looking at 20%, very dry, very low for this time of year to see this. And this has not been one day. It's been several days all the way back to May where we've seen relative humidity this low. So that's not good news. The positive is we don't have too much wind right now. So overall, the fire threat that is a little bit high today is not too bad considering we don't have the wind, but still it is a high fire danger just because of the dryness of the fuels and also the dryness of the atmosphere. So something we'll keep an eye on. Otherwise tonight, cooling quickly as the sun sets. We'll get back into the 50s with that light wind, and then coming up next, we'll kind of explain if we're going to see any rain chances. We'll give you an update on those temperatures tonight, as well if we see any heat in the future a bit later in the broadcast. All
right, Greg, we'll check back. Thank you. And that abnormally dry condition is what the latest drought monitor report shows for much of Wisconsin.
The lack of rain has a big impact on Wisconsin's agriculture economy.
Kyle Pazorski gives us a look at how farmers are keeping their crops alive.
If you look around me, the ground out here is really dry, and that's due to a long stretch of having no rain here in southern Wisconsin. Jacob Eichster, who is a fourth-generation farmer, says now more than ever they need the rain.
We had to modify a corn planter to remove a lot of the top, what would normally be closer to the top of the soil line, to get the seed closer to moisture as that moisture line with seeds deeper and deeper and deeper. That said, we're really banking on that chance of rain that's coming up here on Saturday.
He went on to tell me that even though having dry conditions makes it easier to put crops in the ground, having a little rain every now and then is worth the headache over the dry conditions they're seeing. And of course, if there is no rain, then the crops just cannot grow. Reporting here in Stoughton, Kyle Pazorski for News 3 Now.
Tens of millions of Americans in the Northeast are under air quality alerts because of hundreds of wildfires burning in Canada. Health experts have warnings for the most vulnerable, including children, the elderly, and those with lung problems. Air quality in the cities is now among the worst in the world. Schools in New York City and Washington canceled all outdoor activities, and Writers Guild picket lines were halted. The bad air quality extends south to the Carolinas and west to Cleveland and Indianapolis.
I noticed that it looked smoggy, effectively smoggy, but it had that distinct smell of smoke.
Other advice includes keeping your windows and doors closed, running air conditioning on a recirculation setting, using air purifiers, and staying inside as much as possible. Those suggestions are a way of life for those living in areas with year-round air quality issues like Delhi, India, or Beijing, China. The unhealthy air is expected to stick around for the next few days, as officials in Canada say hundreds of intense fires continue to burn there. At the Capitol today, a breakdown in negotiations promises to hold work on the state budget hostage.
That's if politicians can't find agreement on a crucial bill to fund local governments. Political reporter Will Keneally is live at the Capitol with the very latest. Will?
So we're looking at kind of an awkward love triangle here between the Republicans that control both chambers of the state legislature and the state's Democratic governor. They're all trying to hammer out a deal to provide state and local aid to local governments, money that in some cases would help those cities keep the lights on. But if they can't find an agreement this week, Republican leaders say that they will have to put a pause on finishing the state budget.
We hope to have those negotiations be successful soon so we can continue our work. And we certainly stand ready to do that, but at this time we won't be continuing the executive sessions beyond tomorrow until we can reach some consensus on that bill.
So this could delay passing the state budget until after the June 30th deadline, though Wisconsin doesn't quite shut down like the federal government does. The major sticking point here is what to do with provisions in the local funding bill dealing with Milwaukee. Now, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos floated the idea today to pass a clean bill, essentially get some of that expensive local funding just out of the way, kick that Milwaukee can down the road. But coming up tonight at 5, we'll see just how viable that is and how some Senate Republicans are reacting. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Madison police say they're investigating multiple reports of people being hit by pellets from an airsoft gun while walking downtown earlier this week. According to the department, officers were called to the area of King and Wilson Streets at about 9:15 p.m. Monday after a man said he was hit by pellets on his head and shoulder. He wasn't hurt, though. Police got another report of someone shooting an airsoft gun at pedestrians about an hour later on the other side of the Capitol Square in the area of Wisconsin Avenue and West Gilman Street.
Well, Mike Pence announced his candidacy for the White House in the first of the nation's caucus state of Iowa. The former vice president wasted no time in taking the fight to his former boss, President Trump, who is running for re-election.
Natalie Brand has more details from Washington, D.C.
Introduce you to the next President of the United States, Mike Pence.
Mike Pence is the first vice president in modern history to challenge his former boss for their party's presidential nomination.
You know, when Donald Trump ran for president in 2016, he promised to govern as a conservative. And together we did just that. But today, he makes no such promise.
Pence, speaking from Iowa, directly addressed the January 6th Capitol attack.
On that day, President Trump also demanded that I choose between him and the Constitution. I chose the Constitution, and I always will.
Pence joins a growing list of former allies now challenging Trump, but the former president remains the frontrunner in early polling of GOP voters. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who announced his candidacy in New Hampshire Tuesday, says he'll be calling out Trump.
The reason I'm going after Trump is twofold. One, he deserves it. And two, it's the way to win.
In North Dakota, Governor Doug Burgum launched his bid Wednesday. The software billionaire did not mention any other candidates.
We need a leader who's clearly focused on three things: economy, energy, and national security.
The latest candidates join an expanding field of Republicans who still have more than 7 months until the Iowa caucuses. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who announced his candidacy last week, campaigned in Arizona and did a tour of the southern border.
He is arguably the world's best soccer player, and he's also arguably the most well-known. And now Lionel Messi is reportedly making the surprise decision to bring his talents here to the U.S. Lionel Messi, a once-in-a-generation soccer player some will tell you is the best to ever play the game, will be coming to U.S. Major League Soccer as a member of Inter Miami. In an interview with Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, Messi confirmed his interest in making the move.
You have the biggest star in soccer, right? The biggest star in soccer coming off of a World Cup, still with plenty left in the tank, could go anywhere in the world and play, and he decided to come right here to the United States, decided to come to Miami.
Messi is believed to be turning down an offer to return to his longtime team FC Barcelona, as well as a deal to play for a club in Saudi Arabia. Soccer insiders estimate that contract could have netted him as much as $1 billion over 2 years. As when Americans may get their first glimpse of the 35-year-old, 7-time world's best player winner.
Was he any good?
Yeah, just, he's probation. He could make his debut for Miami as soon as next month.
All right, today the city of Madison raised the trans flag for the first time at the Madison Municipal Building. Mayor Sacha Rose Conway, the city's first openly gay mayor, spoke along with Dina Nina, the city's first openly trans alder. They talked about the history of the city of Madison in the role of protecting gays and queer rights over the last 50 years.
Well, we are celebrating Madison Bike Week today. Madison Bike Week celebrates biking to work, school, a park, the library, a restaurant, or riding a bicycle simply for the fun of it. Events are planned throughout the city featuring morning and afternoon commuter stations with free treats and bike checks, educational events, social rides, and special Madison Bike Week offers from local businesses.
We are absolutely committed here in Madison to building a bike network that reaches the entire city and that addresses the gaps that we currently see, to make sure that we've got a system that appeals to potential cyclists of all ages and all abilities.
The press conference was followed by a short bike ride with Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway, Madison Bike's board member Robbie Weber, city alders, and city staff.
Well, Juan Jose Lopez, one of the Latino community's biggest leaders in the Madison area, has passed away at the age of 64. In a Facebook post mourning his death, Centro Hispano called Lopez, quote, a pillar. Centro Hispano noted that Lopez worked hard to create more access to resources for Latino families and young professionals in the workforce, working hand in hand with their founder, Ilda Thomas, on creating some of their programs. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi said the Madison area and Dane County as a whole was lucky to have someone like Lopez speaking up and leading the way.
Madison lost an amazing human.
64 years old, so young.
Well, every 12 minutes in the U.S., breast cancer takes a life, and that's why finding a cure is so important.
You can help raise money for research this weekend and honor those who've survived and remember those who've died from the disease. We'll preview the More Than a Pink Walk when Live at 4 continues.
Right a chip. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
I am so excited to tell you more about the innovation that is Plexiderm. Now, if you're someone who likes to try home remedies for under-eye bags or wrinkles like egg whites or hemorrhoid cream, I have good news for you. Plexiderm is actually formulated for your skin, and it's clinically studied to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles in just 10 minutes, and those results last up to 10 hours.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines, like, it's amazing.
The first time I saw Plexiderm work, I was amazed. When you look at these before and after videos, it's hard to believe that this is just a serum that you apply yourself at home to get rid of the under-eye puffiness, the crow's feet, the 11 lines, the deep forehead lines.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
Look at the results that we're seeing here. This person has very pronounced under-eye bags. Not much you could do about that before without an invasive treatment. This is just Plexiderm serum applied in small amounts under each one of these eyes, and you can see 10 minutes later, we sent those bags packing for the day.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. They're all calling. There's been creams, there's been lotions, concealers. Nothing works like this. And in just a few minutes, it's amazing.
Plexiderm is naturally derived from silicates. You'll just place a very small amount on your fingertip because it's so powerful, and then you just apply to those areas where you see your signs of aging, and then just wait 10 minutes and you will see the results. Right now, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Call the number on your screen or visit plexidermtrial.com.
News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
You too can get a taste of Barbie's world at a fast casual restaurant inspired by the iconic plastic Barbie doll, now open in Chicago. The Malibu Barbie Cafe opened its doors today and will be open through September 15th. The pop-up features Barbie colors and California beach vibes with a Barbie-themed menu. It also features a life-sized Barbie box that visitors can enter to take photos. I'm so down with that. The immersive experience comes ahead of this summer's release of the new Barbie comedy starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling as Barbie and Ken. The Barbie film is set to hit theaters on July 21st.
This is sold out for now, so you're gonna have to wait.
Is it really?
You're gonna have to wait a bit.
Come on, you know people.
You got till September.
Okay.
Well, poet and best-selling author Amanda Gorham sat down with the host of CBS Mornings for her first TV interview since her latest book was restricted by a Florida school. Gorman captivated the country in 2021, when she became the youngest poet at a presidential inauguration in U.S. history. Her poem, The Hill We Climb, was later published as a book. Recently, a Florida elementary school restricted access to that book after one parent filed a complaint.
Just because a book is still technically in circulation doesn't necessarily mean that the access to that book has been preserved. I'm fine with some parents not liking my poetry. That's completely in your right. But when we get to the situation where that one person dislike of my work leads to everyone else not having access to that, that is a huge issue, I think, because it encroaches on our freedom to really absorb and love and enjoy literature from where we are.
In a statement to CBS News, Miami-Dade County Public Schools said, quote, no literature has been banned or removed, and that the school determined The Hill We Climb was better suited for middle school students. Last night, Gorman donated 1,200 books for a banned book giveaway event hosted by a Florida bookstore, including copies of her own book.
Well, there's a new study out that raises more questions about artificial intelligence, specifically ChatGPT. In the study, the chatbot was asked serious public health questions related to abuse, suicide, and other medical crises. ChatGPT provided critical resources like assistance hotline numbers only about 22% of the time. The study suggests public agencies could help AI companies ensure that important resources are part of how an AI system responds to health inquiries. The idea would be to help AI recognize, for example, signs and symptoms of addiction or depression within questions someone asks it.
Well, stocks closed mixed amid new economic warnings. The Dow Industrials added 91 points, closing at 33,665. The NASDAQ, though, fell 171 points. The S&P 500 was off 16. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. That's why the Susan G. Komen organization is committed to finding cures.
Well, that takes money. And this weekend, you can help. The Komen's More Than Pink Walk takes place this Saturday. And joining us now is an absolute rock star, Nola Carroll. Nola, thank you for joining
being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So you have been involved with this organization for, is it 13 years now?
13 years.
Okay, and tell us how you got your start with this.
Back in 2010, I joined a group of friends, the Traveling Rack Pack, and we formed a group, and we have done the walk since. I joined because I have 2 sisters with breast cancer, a mother-in-law who had breast cancer, and I lost a dear friend to breast cancer.
And this week's walk is going to be especially poignant for you, isn't it?
Yes. This February, I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. Sorry.
Nope.
Yep.
And so this year's a little different for me, and so it brought a lot to the surface for me because I realized the costs and the fact that even if you have insurance, there's a lot of cost involved for the people. And even with all the research and other grants and all the studies, we've made so many advancements, because there was a time when a woman with my diagnosis of stage 1 would have had 7 weeks of radiation. And I'm only having 5 sessions because of all the advancements.
And you're starting tonight.
And I'm starting tonight.
And here
after
she
this.
is.
I know, that's just remarkable. So what is it that that you still kept this appointment here for this interview?
I did.
Well, I mean, you've got major life changes are happening here, Nola.
It's important that people know that these walks are important, these fundraisers are important, because with all the changes that they've made, they've come a long way. I mean, there was a time when a woman had stage 4 breast cancer. It was very grim for her.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I have a friend who's going to walk with me on Saturday. She's cute as ever. She's with us, and she's made it. And a lot of women out there do, and there's a chance before they never would have without all of the research and the determination from these people.
So you got regularly tested mammograms because of your family's history.
Correct.
So you caught it early.
I caught it early, and the only reason I caught it was I logged on to my chart to request a refill, and it said, you're due for your mammogram. So I got an order for a mammogram, and I went in, and I had no pain, I had no lump, I had nothing.
You had nothing, so this found it.
And so that's why the screening mammograms are important, because if you catch it early enough, you still have to go through the process, but it's a lot less time-consuming and invasive and scary.
And survival rate is
yes.
Oh my gosh, so much
high.
better.
Yeah, so much better.
So 13 years you've been involved in the organization, and now it's like, it's here for you.
It hit home, so.
Yeah. So what goes through your mind as you approach this Saturday morning? I mean, you're going from radiation here on Wednesday and then turning around and walking.
I'm not really sure. It's like I don't feel like I have cancer because I don't feel sick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surreal, but yet it is real.
And how did that hit you when they first told you?
It was at the back of my mind because of my family history, but yet I'm like, I don't have it. It's not going to happen. I don't have any pain. I don't have a lump. Well, and I did, and it was kind of like, okay, I'm glad I have done my yearly mammogram and kept up on this.
And the research all takes money, and this event raises a lot of money.
Yes, and that's why it's very important. Because without the research, otherwise, I'd be going through 7 weeks of radiation every day.
Wow. Wow.
And so I'm very lucky and very fortunate that the research
we're going to keep track of you. We look forward to hearing about your recovery.
If you have any more reason to go on Saturday, this is it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Willow Island, what time?
The walk starts at 9.
Okay.
The events start at 7:30, so come on out and see everybody. There's going to be tents and a lot of fun.
And you can register there.
You can register there and walk the same day. And the weather's going to be beautiful for a walk. So
oh my gosh.
Please come out and join us.
Yeah, they're predicting rain, but later in the day.
Oh, it's later in the day.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine. You're tough. You'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks for being. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
We'll see you next year.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, are you afraid of spiders? You're not alone.
But a zoo in London is trying to help you, me, stand up to these 8-legged terrorists. That's coming up after Greg's First Warn forecast.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Everybody wants a whiter smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth. Let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the stain out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs today and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
We'll take a look at this. The Kilauea volcano began erupting once again in Hawaii. This is time-lapse video. Officials raised the alert level from watch to warning, but say there is no current threat to the public. Scientists with the U.S. Geological Society Hawaiian Volcanic Observatory are continuing to monitor activity within the crater. What next?
Don't say that, because something will happen.
That goes on. I'd like to see that in person one time, from a distance.
From a distance would be great.
Yeah. All right, smoke, it's in your eyes.
Yeah, we're going to probably deal with this all summer long because we haven't even dealt with the West with the fire season yet.
Oh my gosh.
So that could be coming. We got the smoke still.
How about some rain?
Unfortunately, we're going to get some, but it's not going to be a lot. So we are going to get chilly temperatures and pleasant conditions. We're just not going to see a lot of rain until this weekend. I'll break that down after the break.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Want to work out for free? This summer at Anytime Fitness, you can get up to 3 months free. Get more for your membership than just machines, with 24/7 access and a community of support. Hurry! The earlier you join, the more you save. Stop into Anytime Fitness now and get the summer free.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
George uses AT&T. Anthony has Spectrum One. With AT&T, George pays $55 for internet and $75 for his unlimited extra mobile line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Anthony gets internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile for $49.99 a month. Go to spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Get Spectrum internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit spectrum.com/save more or call 833-714-4999 today.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including 4 Senses House Cleaning for Best Cleaning Service. Vote today for 4 Senses House Cleaning and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, let's take a look at. We did pick up some rainfall yesterday, of whopping their 700 so far for the month. only about 7 or 8 days so far. We haven't picked up a lot. But then if you look at the yearly one, we were running above average until really about May. Now we've actually are about 1 3/4 inches below average because of that month of May where we picked up less than 1 inch of precipitation. So overall, we're not doing that great, but we did have some rainfall over some of the areas yesterday. We're going to be dry through Saturday. The next chance looks to be Saturday afternoon or evening into Saturday night, some lingering into Sunday, and then maybe another chance towards next week. Once again, not widespread precipitation as you would expect in June, but still we'll get something. The good news with the temperatures is pleasant. We'll much cooler as we get towards Saturday and Sunday. We'll pop up maybe to 80 for Saturday, but then 70s back for both those days, and maybe the heat, at least the dry heat, may return by the middle of next week. So overall, really everything's been pushed back to the southwest of the area. We got this drier air up to the north, much cooler north air too. Really what we're going to keep an eye on is a little front that's eventually going to come down from the northwest. That's the one that's going to track for Saturday. You're really going to start seeing it pop up here Friday and then dig further south. Unfortunately, it's coming from the north, so moisture will be kind of limited with this one, but that's the one that eventually gets into our area by Saturday afternoon. Could spark some stuff Saturday afternoon to Sunday morning. We'll keep an eye on that. But right now, it doesn't look to be a widespread rainfall by any means. In the meantime, tonight, with a dry atmosphere, dry grounds, that temperature is really going to fall off once the sun sets this evening. By the time we get to 8, we're already in the 60s. By the time we get to 9 or 10, we're in the 50s. And after midnight, we climb down into the 40s probably for most of the area. Some of the colder spots up north may approach the upper 30s up there too. So it's definitely going to be a chill. If you leave any windows open overnight, tomorrow morning you'll definitely feel that chill in the air. So mid 40s. The good news is once we get through that, the rest of the day we should warm back up to the low to mid 70s with that northeast wind. A few cloud cover. We'll keep an eye on some smoke. Notice the lake breeze out will start kicking up for Lake Michigan. But overall, it should be a really pleasant Thursday afternoon. Smoke-wise, we got a little bit of haze up there, but we're going to keep track of seeing because there's a whole bunch more out to the west, and I think over time we may see some of this filter over through Friday and the weekend, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, but we may see more hazy skies. I don't think we'll see the smoke at the surface as much, but I don't think we'll actually get rid of it entirely because there's quite a bit out to the east in Quebec, so we're going to see that. By next week, once we get that rain chance coming through Saturday, really cool conditions from the northwest, dry. So Sunday and Monday, we might see a few showers, but you'll notice the temperatures. Some areas may struggle to get out of the 60s come Sunday. And then the rest of the week looks fairly dry until we start looking towards the end of it when we'll start seeing some of the precipitation work its way back up from the southwest. As you look at the 10-day, pretty nice actually, upper mid 70s to then the low 80s by Friday. Once again, pretty close to average. That rain chance looks really to be in the late afternoon, evening, hopefully overnight hours because that's when you really could soak in the precipitation more. And then drying out for the beginning of next week, but we cool down. Saturday and Sunday will be quite low 70s and then we kind of climb back up to the mid 50s, excuse me, the mid 80s by the end of the week.
Fingers crossed for rain.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, it's June, it's convection rain. You don't get widespread, so, and it's not coming from a great direction either.
Take whatever we can.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, how teens and tweens feel about their bodies can affect their mental health.
And experts say this time of year can be hard on anyone who struggles with the way they look. As the weather warms up, short swimsuits and other summer clothing come out. And for those who struggle with body image, this can be a difficult time.
Adolescence is a period in which our bodies are growing and changing, and it's normal for teens to experience a little bit of that distress or self-consciousness that comes along with those changes.
McTiernan says social media with filtered pictures and videos can add to poor body image, and that's why she says not to focus on weight. Instead, zero in on overall health, being active in a way that's enjoyable, and eating a variety of foods throughout the day. Since kids can take cues from adults, especially parents, McTiernan says it is also important to model positive body image.
Well, millions of people have a debilitating fear of spiders, and acrophobia is one of the most common phobias in the U.S. and around the world.
Across the pond, the London Zoo is on a mission to help people overcome their anxiety. CBS's Ian Lee reports.
Spiders are creepy and crawly, and to some people, downright terrifying.
I can't walk up the stairs without having all the lights on because I once had a spider in the corner of the stairs.
And I had a full-on panic attack to the point where I got so stressed, my nose started bleeding.
Ilana Brewster is at the London Zoo's Friendly Spider program to detangle her web of worry.
I rate my fear a 10 out of 10.
Amazingly, I used to be scared of spiders. They're around anyway.
Zookeeper Dave Clark has helped more than 5,000 people shed their dread over the past 30 years.
We know we've had 98% success, which is amazing.
The one-day course mixes psychotherapy with hypnosis.
They live a life of fear. You don't need that fear.
But first, they have to face it.
You're doing really well. You're doing really well.
Experts believe arachnophobia could come from either childhood trauma involving spiders or a fear passed on by a parent.
My cousin used to chase me around with spiders, put one on my face, woke up, been scared ever since.
But when class is finally over, many turn from bug squashers to spider lovers.
Who knows? Yeah, might have them as pets.
Ilana wouldn't go that far.
I'd probably rate my fear about a 3 out of 10.
But says at least she spun a more confident connection with the 8-legged critters. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
I love spiders.
That's good. I'm glad you do.
They're very beneficial.
That's great. I'll have mine come over to your place.
Conquering your fear isn't free.
No, the friendly spider course costs just under $200, but the zoo says the money goes toward protecting threatened spiders in the wild.
98% effective. You should go to London.
Okay, let's go to London.
Take the class.
And we'll see how that goes.
We'll do a story. We can write the whole thing off. Coming up next here on Live at 4, we've got a preview of this weekend's Tony Awards.
And then at 5, we meet a cancer survivor before the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk this weekend. Stay tuned.
Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology, pulling heat away from your body, keeping you up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Right now, Tempur-Pedic Queen mattresses start at only $96 per month. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels, your mattress destination. Shop in-store or online.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
First Choice Dental's got going to the dentist solved. And when you've got 11 convenient neighborhood clinics, you can solve a lot of problems, like helping you make the most of your insurance. With Coverage Check, schedule your appointment at firstchoicedental.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
New at 5, the state budget is running out of time, but Republicans have a plan to march full steam ahead. We examine the new deal for shared revenue.
We could be seeing a return of wildfire smoke from the Canadian fires back into the upper Midwest by the time we get into our Thursday. And furthermore, we're tracking a system could be bringing in rain. We'll have it all tonight at 5.
And ahead at 6, a breast cancer survivor shares her journey from diagnosis to remission, how she helps other women battling this life-altering disease tonight at 6.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, this is a live shot of the Kilauea volcano, where it's 2,079 degrees. I don't know. It's 79 or non-volcano temperature. Well, the show will go on this Sunday night at the historic United Palace in New York's Washington Heights, where the Best of Broadway will be celebrated at the 76th Annual Tony Awards.
For many of this year's nominees, being recognized for their work on stage is a dream come true.
My first pin. I walked in today and got my pin and cried.
Have the year on it? I never knew about the pins.
Theater's back, baby. I mean, it never left. Let's be real, it never left.
To be part of a Tony's this year where Broadway has really come back, where we have a full season of things.
To be able to be there, you know, with all the other productions and all the other nominees and celebrate theater, like, it's so joyous and it's such a collaboration.
It's your witness, Miss Ensler. Yes, the witness is mine.
I feel a bit older now and a little more in my skin, and you know, to come back and do a musical that's so beloved by me and everyone in the musical theater community and have it be validated in this way, it's just really special.
To be one of the first gender nonconforming, non-binary actors to be nominated in this season is kind of breathtaking.
The boys around here sure ain't much help. This corn ain't gonna shock itself.
To receive that love 8 times a week and have stage door moments with so many queer and trans and non-binary people is so humbling.
The Tony Awards provide access to theater to anybody who wants to turn on their TV. And that's, I think, what's special about the Tony Awards.
I lived in Fresno, California. I couldn't fly over and see a Broadway show, so I could see glimpses of it on the Tonys and see all these stars who I admired and wanted to be like when I grew up.
You know, you do plays in junior high and high school and college. This is it. This is Broadway. Like, it doesn't get any bigger than this.
You know what people do when they're surprised, shocked, and uncomfortable? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. They laugh.
It's going to be a great show. Also, an exciting venue this year. Historic to Washington Heights to New York. I love that we're like supporting that community too.
You know, there's so many different shows that are happening, but when you have one night that kind of says, look at this gem, look at this gem, look at this gem, you see it all right before you.
Whether you're here as a nominee or not, the work of the theater is really precious and essential.
And don't miss the 76th Annual Tony Awards live from the historic United Palace Theater in New York's Washington Heights. It's Sunday from 7 to 10 right here on WISC and CBS.
Well, if you have a plant or garden question, we have the answer for you.
But we don't.
No.
Lisa Briggs from standing by live at the Bruce Company, ready to take your calls. The number is 608-270-9933. Lisa's watering the plants. We'll get to your calls right after the break.
There's a difference in a small town where family values still hold true. Welcome to the Portage Furniture Store. Well, we ventured back to Portage and look at who we found, the two Ayers brothers, Austin and Aaron. It's good to see you guys.
Welcome back.
So how is business? How is life?
Business has been great. You know, it's been very busy, busy for both of us. A couple new kiddos in the past year. So no, but business has been doing great.
I know you really want to give a shout out to all of the people around this area that shop local, that choose to come right here to Cook Street to see the two of you.
Obviously, first and foremost, we're so appreciative of our customers, and there's just been such a strong sentiment to shop local, shop small, support family business. And you know, I guess with the inventory, we've been very blessed. We've got a packed showroom, trucks coming in every week. We've really, we're running out of places to put everything. We're in good shape.
I feel like there's such a difference in the customer's mood when they walk in. They don't have that anxious feeling of, oh gosh, here comes the salesperson coming over to talk to me. Why is that so different here?
We put a major emphasis on no pressure shopping. Our salespeople, they're fantastic. They're gonna be there when you need them, but they're gonna let you, try everything out, and they're gonna leave you alone, let you relax.
So all these years later, the big question is, there's still the Portage Furniture free delivery?
Yep, absolutely. Still the free delivery. Gonna bring it right into your home, set it up, make it perfect for you. They'll even cook you dinner or sing a song for you if you need. They're just fantastic.
That's that small, local, family feel business mentality. You can't replicate it, right?
We're the Mears family.
From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
If you have heart disease and are on a statin, lowering cholesterol can be hard. And diets and exercise add to the struggle. It can feel never-ending. But today, it's possible to go from struggle to cholesterol success with Leqvio. Taken with a statin, Leqvio is proven to lower bad cholesterol by over 50%. So if you feel like you're getting nowhere, go with 2 doses a year of Leqvio and keep bad cholesterol low. Common side effects were injection site reaction, joint pain, urinary tract infection, diarrhea, chest cold, pain in legs or arms, and shortness of breath. When you're ready to go from struggle to cholesterol success, talk to your doctor about twice-yearly Leqvio to help you lower your cholesterol. Lower, longer, Leqvio.
So far, no incidents to speak of. Some disabled vehicles. We still got this normal slowdown on the Beltline, but nothing going on to the west towards Mount Horeb. Anything is looking good to the north and also to the south to Janesville. And something to keep in mind of this weekend with all the parties and everything going on with graduation. Parking on grass can also help to ignite some fire too if your car is hot. So something to keep in mind of with the dry conditions out there.
All right, thank you very much. It was quite the celebration in Amsterdam, saluting the 50th anniversary of the country's Vincent van Gogh Museum. Organizers say the dazzling nighttime display featured 200 drones recreating some of the famous Dutch master's works and honored the museum's long-standing dedication to preserving the iconic painter's legacy. That's neat.
I love those shows. All right, it's time to get your plant and garden questions answered. Lisa Briggs is standing by live at the Bruce Company. Hi, Lise.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're good. We got lots of calls for you. You ready?
Okay, I am.
All right, let's start with Joanne from Madison. Hi, Joanne. What's your question?
Hi. I have a question about bee balm. I had a beautiful bed of red bee balm for approximately 10 years. And this year I see no signs of it. And I have a lot of invasive creeping Charlie from the neighbors. And Lily of the Valley, which I don't remember even planting now. They're just like taken over. So has that killed the roots of the bee balm, do you think?
No, it won't. If your bee balm's looking, if it's an older variety, sometimes you just have to, I'm trying to say, you just have to divide it. I'm sorry. Because sometimes bee balm will get a little bit of mildew or it sort of thins out in the middle. So go ahead and divide it and move it around once it's done flowering. You can do that this fall.
I don't think it's growing. I don't think it came back at all.
No, I don't see. I think it's got kind of a pointed leaf, and I'm not recognizing anything of bee balm coming up in this area.
So you think it just died back altogether? I don't think that the invasives had any problem with the roots of your bee balm. It might just be that it was old and expired. But the invasives definitely, they're just going to move in now that the space is open. So you definitely want to get them out of there if you want to plant more perennials in that space.
Okay, sometimes you just wear out.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Yeah, plants have a lifespan.
All right, Don from Watertown. Hello, Don. What is your question?
Thank you for taking my call. Yeah, I always have trouble with my zucchini when it starts growing and stuff and sets on. They get about 6-8 inches long, and then they're rotten on the end, and I got to throw them away.
So I would definitely check to see if you are watering too much. That can be a problem. Also, it's really good to rotate your crops. If you have zucchini in one place one year, you're going to want to put it in another part of your garden the next year, and then maybe put the tomatoes where the zucchini was. That way, if there are any diseases or things that sort of hanging around in the soil, it won't affect the plants year after year.
Okay, good idea. All right, Harriet in Lodi. Hi, Harriet. What's your question?
Yes, I have several different succulents, and they were inside all winter, and now they're back out on the deck. They're doing well, but they have gotten really leggy, very tall, and only growth on the upper 1/3, and the rest of it, the stem is just bare. What do I do with those?
Well, once they start to lose all that growth on the bottom, it's kind of hard to bring that back, but you can cut that stem where you've got good growth and you can re-root that. Succulents root really easily. You can put a little bit of powdered rooting hormone on there and put it back in the soil, and a lot of times you can regenerate your plants that way.
Oh.
All right. Judy from Madison. Hi, Judy. What's your question?
Hi, Lisa. I have a shrub rose that is mature, and it has very lovely buds on it, but they look very distorted. And I have been suggesting that they have a condition called thrips. Does that sound right?
It's possible, but thrips are usually a greenhouse insect. We don't usually see it out in the wild very often. It might be that you have aphids that, as they're draining the sap or the juices from the rose buds, might be causing some distortion. The other thing is, if somebody used some herbicide and you had some drift in, herbicide will often cause distortion on leaves and buds and other growth. That's why you want to be really careful, you know, on a windy day to not just sort of spray stuff indiscriminately. So it could have drifted over from you. Maybe you were spraying somewhere else and it just sort of moved over. But it's unlikely that it's thrips in a landscape setting.
Okay.
It's usually a greenhouse. It's usually a greenhouse thing.
All right. I'm just wondering what to do. Is there anything you can do with your lawn besides running a sprinkler 24 hours a day on it?
Well, here's the thing. We usually have this conversation in July and we say, okay, what's going on in your yard this year? Do you want to keep your lawn green or do you want to let your yard go dormant? Because once the cooler weather comes back in the late summer and early fall and we get some rain, it usually regenerates pretty easily. It's like a month before we have this conversation. So if your lawn, if the weather patterns change, the lawn will come back. If you start watering now, it will probably come back too. But if you make that decision that you want to water it and bring it back because you're going to have a baby shower, a graduation party or something, then you're going to want to commit to the watering. So it just depends on what you can put up with. I will say that my clover lawn is green.
Well, at least you don't have to mow the lawn.
Right, that's true.
There's this upside to
I
that.
know, yes, and I don't have to mow it just one time a season.
Wow.
All right, we're out of time.
We might have to rethink lawns in general.
Kentucky bluegrass might not be suitable around here anymore. All right, we're out of time, Lisa. Thank you.
That point.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for calling. We'll do it again soon, and we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote online today for Don's Home Furniture and Best Furniture, Best Home Accessories, and Best Outdoor Living. Vote for Don's Home Furniture Best of Madison at MadisonMagazine.com.
You got me.
Tag. You're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Coming up tonight at 5, the debate over how to fund local governments has put the brakes on all work towards the state budget as we are fast approaching the June 30th deadline. We'll give you everything you need to know.
One mission, to end breast cancer. Join us on Saturday, June 10th at 9 a.m. for the Susan G. Komen South Central Wisconsin More Than Pink Walk. Please register today and witness the power you have to change lives.
Very pleasant conditions this evening with temperatures dropping to near 60 later at 10 o'clock. Otherwise, you'll wake up to some chilly 40-degree temperatures, climbing back up to the middle 70s by tomorrow afternoon. We'll have more news and weather coming up next.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. We won't stop fighting for you and your family. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers.
No matter the trade, Masterforce has the tools to complete your next project. Whether you're making repairs or installing a new upgrade, we have the tool for you. Load up your toolbox and get rolling with Masterforce. Get your choice of this 7¼ inch circular saw blade or this 2-pack of quick change utility knives for just $5.95 after rebate. Or grab this 8-piece set of magnetic screwdrivers for $14.99 after 11% rebate.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too. Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
A truck crash can be life-changing. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We have a powerful team with the knowledge, resources, and history of results you'll need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
In today's Final Touch, get this, waterfront views in Los Angeles County for $250,000.
Sort of. There's a home for sale in Alhambra on top of an urban bridge over the Alhambra Wash, which is a fancy name for a sewer. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Monthly mortgage payment is about $1,600, far less than the most studio apartments in the area. Built in 1949, it's considered an irregular lot and a cosmetic fixer. The real estate listing says this property is ideal for a young professional that wants to be close to downtown for work. The property boasts neighborhood views and no invasion of privacy. I guess you just have to get over the fact that you're living under a bridge.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you can afford it, great. Hey, I'm living in LA.
With a waterfront view.
Yes, waterfront view, that is correct.
Says the car's going over your roof, but don't bother that. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News for Now at 5 starts right now.